And immediately here I am again for part 2. I hope you had a little break. I didn't, but I really want a cigarette. I'm just going to try putting some different sounds through this. I might need a preamp or something to make the signal loud enough. Seems to be having a bit of trouble. But yeah, let's see what I can get out of this. Seems a lot healthier signal-wise. Big fan of that. Should really put my knees out of the way. As you can see me twiddling, not that it's that interesting, but yeah, this thing spits out data, series of on-off clicks essentially, and it's pretty good. Makes some interesting sounds. I think that'd sound good with some of the noise generator. Which is plugged in somewhere. I think I'm going to record this onto tape and slow it down. I quite like that. Yeah, I actually really like that. Okay, I'm just going to record a little bit onto the Tandberg. See if I can get a decent level here. Just got to remember how. Everything's a bit new in here because of the rewire, so things are in a different place and I've had to repatch everything. So how the buggery did I do this? I think it's out of the headphone socket, which is not the best way of doing it, into the Tandberg. So I need to put that in there. That should be Tandberg number 2. Not making much noise, is it? Why not? feels like it's in the right place. Why are you not recording then? I'm not getting signal into the Tandberg, which is a bit annoying. What can I try? Is it this? Is it the wrong sort of jack? Cat's very cross, I don't know if you heard that or saw it. Not a big fan of this. Right, so Tandberg. Yeah, maybe try that one. Yes, Pearly, I know. Right, I'm getting a signal in that one. Oh, it's just me, I didn't have it loud enough. Very clever then. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record some of that sound onto, yes Pearly, I know. I'm going to record some of that sound onto, yes Pearly, I can hear, thank you. I'm going to record some of that sound onto 2 tapes, rewind them and play them back at a slower speed, but they'll be slightly out of time with each other of course, and that might be quite interesting. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to grab another bit of tape. I've got loads of this RTM LPR 35 tape made in France. I thought my machines weren't working particularly well when I started out, and it turns out just using 60-year-old tape that's been recorded on 2 loads and has got hot and cold, and the adhesives come off and all that, isn't good for sound quality. So this is lovely stuff. It's about 40 euros or something like that. Yeah, I love it. Sounds great. However, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use some of the 1-out tape because it'll make a more interesting texture, because it'll be really imperfect and probably stretch and warp and stuff. So I'm going to load that onto the second machine and we'll get 2 recordings now. I suppose it's a vaguely similar idea to the phasing technique you can do, but not really, because it's not going to be quite the same, but yeah. Again, I've not done this for such a long time, and everything's become really difficult. I used to be a dab hand at this, and now I can't pin. I've lost the ability to pinch my fingers together. Too much time in the garage on the fairground organ and not enough time in here. That is my problem. I've accidentally lost loads of weight just by smoking loads of fags in the garage and not eating, because I'm so obsessed with building the organ as a byproduct. I mean, I'm still fat, but I've lost loads of muscle and just kept the fat. So I used to do competitive strongman, just amateur stuff, and now I can barely lift my arms, but I have lost weight, so you know, whatever. Okay, let's get this going as well. For this, I think I shall take, I'll take one of these outputs. I can't use the headphone socket twice. Not a good system, is it, this? Take you there. Let's check there's some signal. Ooh, sounds like it. Loud. Yeah, I do want it to be a little bit crunchy, to be fair, so get this good and loud. sure you can hear that. Really, you alright? Alright. Thanks says hello. Yeah, I think you're going to scratch me in a minute. What do you think about this, Pete? Okay. I know you're not a fan, are you? Alright. So they're both recording at 7.5 inches a second. I'll do some jiggery pokery. Oh, Pearly, you're gonna come to do yourself a mischief there, now. Do some jiggery pokery and mess with the settings on these and see what happens, I guess. What's really good to see is that the tape loop has snapped. That's good. So I'll just stick that back together. That's a good sign. Means I did a really good job of it, which I obviously didn't. Yeah, that's fine. Stick you back on there. Okay. Do you know what? If it breaks, whatever. Okay, here we go. I'm going to record now. Right, brilliant. That sounds terrible. Needs a bit of something in there. Right, anyway. Just going to rewind that. Oh, nearly. Right, I should have set 0 really on those. Right, I'm going to patch these across now so I can have a listen to what I've done. It will be mono. I'm going to do this in mono as well. Right. This patch bay is great, by the way. It's so, sorry, could you see me arse there? It's so much better for doing stuff, obviously, because I don't have to have quite so many cables trailing around. It's still annoying, but it's not as bad as it was before I got it. So, for example, I just take the output of Tandberg 1, put that into channel, let's see, 9, and then put the output of Tandberg 2 into 10. And with a bit of luck, if I turn those up, it will work. Still a few teething problems with it all, to be honest. So external speaker. Oh yeah, that's great. That I can hear it. Change the pitch. That's really, really loud, isn't it? You can probably just hear the tape machine, but trust me, it sounds great. Something's catching. I mean, basically, it sounds pretty cool. So close. Let's wind those a bit further. Right, I'm going to record those to a master tape now. And in between the tape machine and the master, I'll pop a... Actually, no, I'm not going to put any effects on it. I quite like them as they are. But I will patch another oscillator or something into the mix just to add a bit more interest. Move you out of the way. This might sound awful, but I'm just going to record it as I go, because if I like it, it'd be very difficult to exactly replicate it. So I'm just going to do that, see how it sounds, and then decide whether I keep it or not. So I need some more tape on here, and for this I'm going to use the nice stuff as well. This is going to be the master for the entire side of the cassette for this label, so I'm just going to put it on here. And I did say I was going to do this mono, didn't I? But actually I'm not. I'm going to do it in stereo, because this is a stereo machine and it'd be good to pan these left and right slightly. No, I'm talking just going to do it in mono because it's easy. I'll do some other stuff in stereo maybe later, but I'm having such a bad time just doing basic stuff today that it's probably a bit of a stretch to expect me to be able to do anything other than the absolute simplest configuration. So, right, turn this guy on, and then I've got to somehow remember how to use this. think if you go to stop, is it that and then real motors off? Yeah. I'll set a stopwatch. I've got this really nice analog laboratory timer, so that I don't end up going over the 20 minutes that's required for the side of the tape that I've yet to complete. So I'm running this at 15 inches a second, I think, unless the variable speed's on. Let's have a look. It's a bit scratchy, isn't it? Everything's a bit broken, isn't it, in here? That's how I like it. I'm just going to use a smaller reel because that sounds dreadful. Do I even have one? Yes. You're going to have to live somewhere else. How about the floor? Right, just move the camera a little bit. Oh, that's loads better, isn't it? Everything I'm doing is just noisy and ruins the recording. Right. No, I'm going to record it at variable speed so that I can mess with that as well as it records. I'm just going to reset this. Which isn't bloody working. Oh well, I'll just guess. So I did say I'd like another oscillator plugged in, so I will use this nice Heathkit one. I've not used this on a track yet, I don't think. Put you on 16. Probably really loud, but let's see. Maybe that works. Why not? It's because it's not turned up. Oh, I love that. It maybe needs a bit more time to warm up. Add on there. saw wave. That's interesting. I think one of the capacitors, or several of the capacitors, isn't working because it's doing that. Alright, well that needs fixing, that's great. I'll try a different one. See what I've got plugged in. Like, I swear, like, at least half the time in here is spent just messing around with stuff, trying to get something to work, and sometimes it's very temperamental. It'll work absolutely perfectly one day and then dreadfully not long afterwards. Right, I'll use you, you're reliable. Yeah, and you're working. It's a really nice oscillator this. It's a Heathkit one, and the pitch is directly controllable from the front in a very direct way. It's not got a gear on it or anything like some of these other ones have, where it doesn't exactly move with your hand, but this one's locked to the knob on the front, which is useful because it makes it more intuitive and easier to play. Right, so that's going to go into number 12. I'm actually going to put that through the copycat. One design flaw with all this is that things tend to be trailing over the tape, but you know, I'm not getting paid, so you can fuck off. Right, so that's there. Into 5. Ooh. Why is that coming through there? Tell you what I've realised, all my wiring's wrong, isn't it? I need to re-sort this out. The numbers on the front don't correspond with what I actually go, and this is broken again. So I'll just do that one more time. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's rather nice, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go for it because that all seems to be fine. So now I just need to make sure that this is working. Right, fingers crossed, here we go. Reversing it manually over the tape head for some interesting effects. forgot to start the clock. Never mind. Oh well, you'll have to tolerate a lot more of it. Well, I hope that recorded. I've no idea if it did or not, but let's see. It didn't. I just realised that it was getting. Ah! That's fine. Well, I'll call that one a dry run, and I'll do it again, but better. No harm done. Hold the phone. I like that. Yeah, I've got this across the tape head, so I can kind of manually pull it across, but like scratching. Which I really like. For this one, I'm actually going to move the microphone because you probably could only really hear the tape machine doing its thing, so I'll move the mic. And hopefully that'll give you a better impression of the sound. Not that that means it'll sound nicer, but God, everything sounds terrible, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to move the microphone. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to have a fag as well because I'm stressed. Okay, I'm going to have another go, so I'll lace up the tape machine again, and this time I might record it, so Let me just double check that I've actually got signal going into that. I don't know what I was recording before, but yeah, it can't have been good. Let's see, right. So the input of the Revox is there. The output can go to, yeah, I'll take it for the headphones. Need something to test it with. So I just need to make sure this is coming into the machine. So to do that, so going out the headphones into here. Bear with me. Everything's got a little bit tangled up. It's going to untangle. Right, I think I'm good to go again. Let's see how this one goes. Right, here we go. That's a wrap. That was fun. It's going to sound interesting, isn't it? But yeah, just playing really there to see what I could get. I think I did probably a bit too much, and I massively overfilled that spool, but I'm sure I can cut the tape a bit if I need to and get something interesting out of it. A lot of what I do is just trial and error, mostly error, but it's just fun, isn't it? And I especially like really messing with the tape as it's going over the heads and crunching it up. So yeah, I hope that was tolerable. I'll be releasing this on a label, and I'll drop you the link in the bottom of the video if they like it. Anyway, thank you very much, and see you soon.